Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Last night I was listening to underground artists and they're way better than mainstream artists. Today we're going to focus on Xavier Sobased. I went into the underground artists starting with him, and then I found a lot of other underground artists like 10K and just other folks, Lunchbox, etc., etc. So I'm going to go through different styles that I find. These guys are geniuses at what they do. Now they break the rules and it turned out good. So you will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. I'll leave a link below. You guys can sign up completely for free. The tricky part here is that they use a lot of like DJ approaches, which is like slow the beat down, speed it up. But they're not just slowing the tempo down. They're slowing down the entire waveform. So it slows down in pitch too. And then when they speed it up, it goes up in pitch. And so you can't do that as easily in FL Studio, but I'll show you how to do it. So firstly, we need to produce at a lower BPM. So let's produce at 112, then we're going to slow it down, print the audio, and then re-speed it back up to 112. So we're producing at 112. We're going to print the audio, slow it down, slow the BPM down, pardon me, and then speed it back up. All right, so it's going to give us a really unique sound as far as the pitch. Okay, so let's find the snare. So I have all the sounds mapped out for you. Now, the main pattern here is trecios. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, so it's boom, 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 boom. That's the kick for this beat. I really like his song called Fan Out. So I like that bounce. So that's what I'm modeling after. So it's boom, 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 boom. And then it repeats the trecio. So if you notice, the same shape here is there. So we're just repeating. So you notice what I noticed about these underground artists, they make music that is danceable. That's the secret. A lot of hip hop kind of got lost and everybody was trying to just make this like melodic stuff that wasn't danceable, and it was sad. And these underground artists, I've noticed the ones that are popular all have a danceable BPM. They all have a danceable song. So let's try making 2024 about danceable, happier hip hop. Not that it has to be about sunshines and rainbows, but just more upbeat, danceable type tracks. So I think we could change the culture in 2024. So for the snare, we're going to play it by hand. So I'm going to record regular tempo, remember regular pitch, but then we're going to pitch the whole thing down and then speed it back up. So it's boom, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, ka. Let's quantize just to keep it. What happened there? It's hit Alt Q. So very like almost 80s in the fact of that bounce. Okay, so now we're going to get into the sound selection. The crash cymbal is used on impacts. I'm just going to use it as like a downbeat sound effect. I think I like this one better. So again, when you have the audio, you can remix that different ways. I don't want to get too deep into it. Now we're going to add this. Like this is from, I forget what that pack is called. Some kind of world pack. It goes like, eh. Let's make that go a little bit faster. So again, we're trying to make it danceable. So you can repeat it less or more. It's up to you. Okay, so now we need the instruments, and I think we have the main instruments. Trecio, we have the kick, we have so we're gonna skip hi-hats right now. Next, we're gonna move into, this is also, you could use that one too as like a counter. But I'll just leave that in there for you in the project files. Again, go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. I'll leave a link below. Next in GMS, if you go to the preset under basses, go to analog bass 4TE, and we're gonna use this. Just turn off what's called the envelope. For the filter, just turn this off so it doesn't have this like rubbery sound. Just pull that down. Go to your wrench tool, turn on monophonic mode so you can play one note at a time. So we're going to start with the bass before we get into the melody, because this is part of the groove. So this is just. Dun, 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 dun. Let's pull this down. That was kind of dope. It went, I kind of like that. That was an accident, but sounded dope. Okay, so that bass is just hold notes. You can make it go upwards either way. Let's go to Fruity DX10, and here we're gonna add some more like atmospheric bell type sounds. So let's use this one. Let's open up the release so the sounds kind of last a little bit longer. Now we need to add like a higher pitched bell on top. I'm gonna mute my mic because my mic is so loud. And we're gonna write in a melody. One note at a time. There is no right melody. So part of the 80s melodies was leaving a lot of gaps. So just leave that space. Treat your melodies almost like a drum. So now I'm gonna add more layers. We're gonna use that Fruity DX10 for now for like pluck sounds, and then we'll move to like a lead type sound. Okay, so now we need like a lead sound in here, something monophonic. So as you can hear, we're adding layers. but it started with that bounce, and now everything wraps around the bounce. So now we can group the melodies into this one melody group and start adding effects. All right, so now I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna print this to audio. Just kind of figure out where I want the melody to sit. So let's print this to audio. So it sounds crazy right now, but let's group all this. Let's right click, consolidate track from track start. We do want the insert effects, so that reverse effect, and let's print it. Now let's go to the beat, double click, go to mode, stretch mode, and let's lower the BPM. So keep in mind it's at 112. Let's right click, copy that value. Let's slow it down to like 90 something. Actually, you know what? I did that backwards. Actually, we probably should keep the printed one just in case. So I'm actually going to undo the redo, but I meant to do it, slow it down, then print. That's what I meant to do. It's my fault. So let's keep that though. We do need this for the record. So let's call this 112 version. And then we need to unlock the MIDI one more time, mute the audio, go down to like 93-ish, something that's still danceable, like 93. Let's print this. All right, so almost like sampling ourselves. So this is at 93 BPM. Okay, so now we're at 93. Now let's double click in here, go to mode, stretch mode. Let's pull this back up to 112. Okay, that's what I meant to do. But either way, we have both. Save it as a new version. You will get the project files if you go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. So the 93 version, it's just gonna sound slowed, but at a higher speed. But what we want to do is actually change the pitch. So you could keep it on mode, stretch mode, or you could, and turn up the pitch. So now we're going to turn it up, different semitone values. So this is arbitrary. And now you have that kind of sped up sample vibe. Or you could put it on different modes like resample. Now, if you do resample, you have to understand that the time needs to be time stretched. And a quick way to do that is use the time knob and just lock it to the grid like that. So now the pitch will be based on the tempo. So danceable BPMs like 112, 115, 108. I like 112. Now you have a unique bounce and a unique pitch to the beat. And you can process this even further. So let's do like a 112 versus the 93. So you have the pitch difference. You could also add more snares. I didn't add as many snares. So now I'm going to add little stuff over top this beat that's already printed. Little vocal chants and maybe some more bass. Now I'm going to go back and add a little more bounce with the snare. So think of it like you're building on top of a loop at this point. Second snare run was a little like overkill, but okay, so now we need to still process the sound through effects and different things. Now in this case, we have a bass in there that we are reversing. So I'm going to send the melody to an aux track. We're going to cut out the lows. I spelled that way wrong. I don't know. I put lowers. And then we're going to run it through this reverser. So now this is where you add your production style, your unique thing. So now we're just making it our unique sound. That's basically what we're doing. Thickening up the sound a little bit because it was a little thin when you pitch it up. So we're going to thicken up the sound. So I'm filtering out the kicks, so only the high end gets reversed. Okay, so think reverb compression to fill out the sound. So I'm changing pitch of the track on purpose. So now we're adding effects to the melody to kind of blend it in over the top. All right, so now I'm just adding creative things. Let's try a reverse effect. I've heard one of, I think it was his song. It had a reverse hi hat. I thought it was pretty creative. Whoever did it, the beat. Forgive me, I don't remember the exact song, but it had a reverse hi hat and like reverse hi hat rolls. I thought were creative. Now I'm going to add a bunch of effects. So if the beat ever becomes too much, you could filter out the melody. That way it doesn't get too crazy. But these were the effects and the things that people did quote unquote wrong that made the beat sound good. It does sound busy. That's part of this type of beat. Let's do half at regular speed, half at halftime. I love that sound. All right, let's mix this a little bit. All right, guys, let's play this twice through and get a vibe. All right, you can get these project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. I'll leave a link below. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Peace.